is Wednesday, my dudes.
Okay, not gonna lie, I forgot that little last bit was on this intro. It is not Wednesday. If you are in sleep deprivation mode, it is, depending on where you are in the world, Sunday, maybe very light Saturday night. I don't know what the time is in Hawaii. But yeah, welcome everyone to the final day of Trouble Stream, and it's just me right now. We're gonna send out the invite to the people who I specifically said, are you gonna come? And they were like, maybe near the end. So it might just be me for a little while, which is fine. I think I want to start this with a check-in. Tell me how long you've been awake, or like how much sleep you got, if you want to do it that way. Or also tell me what goals you've achieved. Tell me long thought process happening right now. Just tell me in general. Just give me a little check-in. How's the day of trouble been for you so far? I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. And I am planning on sprinting quite a bit, hopefully. I'm feeling pretty good. I have had 3 hours of sleep tonight. I've written about 3,300 words. So we're doing good. Here's the link to the stream! Exclamation point. Boop. So we'll see who shows up. All right, who all is here so far? Boo! I'm so scared. Welcome. It is the home stretch. It is the home stretch, the final 6 hours. We are in hour 18 out of 24. We've got this. Hello, Nina. Hello, Paris. Hello. This may be the end of the event, but the trouble never ends. You know, it's so interesting because we are in the last stream, but there are still 6 hours to go. So the question is, how long are these 6 hours going to feel? Because I'm feeling good right now, but when the Sandman comes for you, he comes fast. So hello, Flora. Hello, Froggy. Hello, gays. I know, you guys. I know. It's not Wednesday. We're doing okay, though. Neon Moon says, I'm glad they put this together. I need to get more productivity done today. Check in. How much have you gotten done already? How much have you gotten done? It's not, in fact, Wednesday. Yes, you guys, I know. No, not Lonely Wallace. This is Center of Attention Wallace. This is Wallace's ultimate form. This is how she prefers to be. Because the only person who can talk is me. So, hi, Marsha. Hello. Hello. Again, we're going to see who shows up. And then if truly nobody's showing up, I will send out the things, because we have a limited amount of slots of people who can co-host at the same time. So Grape is here. Hello. Trouble Stream. Woohoo! With the final person crazy enough to do this. I feel like... Hold on. Sorry, that took a lot of processing. Wow, I really just did this movement. I want to know people's rankings of the troublemakers, not in terms of like how much you like us, but in terms of how crazy you are with, or how crazy you think each of us is. So number 1 being the most crazy and number 4 being the least crazy. Let me know. Enter your entries below, please. Okay, Violet. This is so interesting because I feel like you've been here. What have you been up to? Love this as a check-in, though. 0 is such a, it's a great number because it has so much potential. Really rooting for you. Laura, hello. Kit says, I slept during stream 2, so I've had just under 6 hours and have 400 words. Fantastic. Gay says, I'm planning to outline slightly. Nina says, I got outlining done with Violet and Anne. Neon Moon says, got a late start this morning. My sister guilted me into playing a board game with her, Atlantis Rising, before I started writing. Kiko says, 4 hours awake, 6 hours sleep. I finished January yesterday with 50,312 words. I just finished the chapter of my fanfic. Hello! That includes my fave quest of the game. It's about Oh, that includes my fave quest of the game it's about. I thought this was like part 1 of a comment. Hold on. I want to give you for Katie, where are the shoot, hold on. I'm trying to give you where are they? A reaction. Where is it? Where is it? Catherine. There it is. This is for you for finishing January Mo.
Your Jod approves.
Very well done. Very well done. And now we're bringing our girly pop onto the screen.
Hi, hello.
How goes it?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just mute the TV really quickly. Hello?
I can't hear the TV, so you're fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to go get my charger, which is why I was late coming to hang out with you.
Like I said, I enjoy being by myself because then everybody's captive. They have to listen to me. I mean, I guess they could log out, but
why would they do that? Don't do that.
Gay says no words yet because I use these for programming. That is, I feel like, very productive. I should try an outline, but that seems like a hard task. But sometimes it's good.
Hard.
But it's good to face the hard tasks during events like this because you can tie it to a good memory, you know, and be like, oh, this was what I did during the day. Miranda's not here, apparently.
But hi, not here, Miranda.
Lisa, hello. Laura, I fully support this. You have been such a trooper on our channel today. Thank you so much for being such an incredible co-host. Also to Marta for being like the world's part of the pair of the world's best co-hosts.
So true.
Marta says, full 8 hours of sleep. We love self-care. We love a healthy habit. Marta's been awake for 3 hours, 30 minutes and have already technically done my goal for the weekend.
Woo.
Let me give Marta, hold on. Oh, please be the normal one. Nice. Okay, thank God.
It was the normal one.
Also, I am just realizing now the fact that I have access to all these, I realized I messed up and I created this stream with the Troublemaker account and not my own account. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. The rest of us did it with our own account, so I think we should be fine. Actually, you know,
we were trying not to beat up the time. I don't know. This might really F us up, actually. Yeah, I don't know how to tell how many hours we've used of our streaming for the month. And we reset on the 15th, right?
Yes. We reset on the 4th. Okay, we're going to be fine.
Okay, are we? Okay.
Woo! Yeah, we've only been streaming for 10 hours and 15 minutes.
And we get how many?
20.
Okay. Okay. We'll be okay. Woo! Okay.
Yeah, it'll be so fine.
Okay. Lisa says, okay, so I slept beforehand and then started the day of trouble by doing some unimportant / sometimes heavy podcast watching. I finally finished it and am now working on actual work. 0 total minutes, LOL. Like I said with Violet, 0 is such a good number because all it is potential. You know, all it can do is go up. Although I guess yeah. Well, it can also stay the same. I guess that's true.
It also can go down. Negative numbers do in fact exist.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I acknowledge the correctness, the factual accuracy of that statement.
There are negative number. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay,
I said I'm acknowledging the factual accuracy.
Oh.
What'd you think I said?
I said I won't argue the factual accuracy of that statement as if I was wrong.
No, you're not wrong. That's the point I was trying to make. I was like, yeah, you're right.
I misunderstood what you said. Sorry, the audio processing is so bad. I had 2.5 hours of sleep.
No, you're totally fine. I just, as always, had to say what could be said in 2 words. I had to say it in 8. Like, just saying you're right. I just said. Grape says, I wrote about 3K before Steeg stream and have just been chilling ever since. Maybe I'll try to write another 1 or 2K. Great. Are you planning on joining us on stream at some point? Because we have all, not me yet, soon, we have all issued challenges to each other during this day of trouble. And this is the stream in which things will be revealed. We have to reveal, what do we have to reveal? The mood boards. And then how do we feel about one line from the erotic scene that we wrote with fruit.
I feel like we should read the whole scene with the fruit.
Girlie, when I tell you mine is a chapter that I'm currently working on, I'm not going to do that to people.
I would love to hear it.
It's not going to happen. I will share one line, and I already have it picked out. So, or like some snippets of lines.
Okay.
Okay. Kit Wright says, I mean, we could just do 6 hours of Lysimer.
I'm not opposed. I would do it.
That is such an idea.
Oh my god, especially because so many of the emojis on your thumbnail are from the Handy Mandy streams.
That is true. Yeah, for anybody who knows, I can't compete with Katie Devation and Steve when it comes to thumbnail game. Like, I just can't. So for the thumbnail for the Stream of Trouble, I just went into my most recently used like elements in Canva, and I was just like blah 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 blah.
Which I love the bowling balls. They're so good. So many fond memories of the bowling balls.
Figure out what that was from. I was like, what was I using that for? I was so confused.
Handy Mandy, she's back.
Oh man. Okay.
We love her.
Neon Moon says, I have seen I have about 1,000 words in, need to add everything up, but I have the ambitious goal of a 5K day. We shall see. Yes, we will.
Good luck.
Froggy, you get it. This is me in the spotlight, and that is where I belong. So true. Okay, here we go. These are people's rankings. Are we ready?
Wait, rankings for what?
Most crazy, least crazy. So we've got 1 as grape. So interesting. It's always the silent ones, right?
True.
2 is Katie. 3 is Wallace. 4 is Stieg.
Interesting.
Someone has you. Kit has you as the most crazy. Then me, then Stieg, then grape. That is like is that the exact opposite of
no?
Okay. Then Marta has you again as the craziest.
Yep.
Then Stieg, then me, then grape. Gay says, Waltz and Katie are tied. Stieg is not that crazy, but Devasia is not crazy one bit to me. This is interesting.
Oh
this
my god.
So interesting knowing our behind the camera persona.
Yeah. No, seriously.
1 is grape, 2 is Stieg, 3, 4 tie with Waltz and Katie. That's interesting that people anyway. Infinity. I feel like we become crazy out of each other.
Yeah.
That's why people are associating us having like an equal amount of crazy. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, this is a Trump interpretation. So Devasia says, you're the most crazy, and me for the tie. Grape in the middle, and Stieg. This is so interesting.
How are we defining crazy? Because like
that's true.
As far as like
diagnosable.
Because here's what I will say. I think Stieg and Devasia say the most out-of-pocket shit I have ever heard. And that's crazy to me.
That's true.
Like, they say crazy shit all the time. And maybe I'm biased because I know them behind the scenes. But, like, I feel like you're the least crazy, Wallace. Okay, you're the most logical of us all.
Okay, except, though, remember last year?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're talking actual mental illness crazy,
well, like,
or are we talking just, like, kind of, like, you know, quirky, funny crazy?
Wait, you're saying I'm not quirky funny?
I think you're quirky funny, not crazy.
I don't know.
Crazy, like, I think there's, well, I don't know, is the better question, oh, no. No. Okay, I think it's just a blister.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Someone just, the medical trainer came out for Danielle, and I was like, sorry. I think unhinged is a word that I think I would describe us as, us all. I think we're all unhinged.
I don't know. Just to give people a little bit of an insight, I think I might have already said this live on stream into my mental breakdown. One of my fun little quirks that I developed was I literally could not have sunlight touch my skin. I went full vampire mode. I was once riding in the car with my mom, and we were like on, it was like shady, and then we turned on a street, and the sunlight actually hit my face, and I literally I like hissed, and I literally pulled my coat over my face.
I should laugh. Like that's a real like psychosis symptom that you had. I should not laugh, but I'm sorry.
I know. And like, you know, my parents were very supportive during everything that happened, but I really think that was a moment of dawning realization for my mother, being like, oh God.
Oh God, it is real.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I literally could not. If you have catastrophic anxiety, mute the stream for the next 15 seconds. I'm giving someone time to find the mute button. I literally could not feel the sun on my skin without thinking of the radiation and thinking it was like atomic radiation from a nuclear blast and just envisioning my whole body being fully irradiated, blown away by a nuclear blast. So, good times. Anyway, everybody change your rankings with that new information. Anyway, really going crazy right at the beginning. You can unmute now. Not that you can hear me. Lisa says, I doubt I make NaNoWriMo. Back to normal conversations. Have to do 12 hours a day. Nina's ranking is great. Katie, Wallace, Stieg, Troublemakers. I already got one for yesterday by Katie.
Oh, your Jot approves.
Oh, my bad. Well, now you're doubled up. Steve is upset. He's like, why am I working so long on the wackometer? I'm for some reason offended. It's
No, seriously.
Because you're a healthcare worker and you are like inherently competent, even though you pretend not to be. Neon Moon says, to defend my ranking, Grape is definitely one because she keeps the lid on, which means there's a bunch built up waiting to be unleashed.
No, Neon Moon, you hit the nail on the head. When we're backstage, she's unhinged.
Okay, everybody's saying hello to my beautiful co-host. Hello,
hey.
Love of my life.
Love of my life.
Neon Moon says, I defended you, Stieg. Any man who can shrug off 4 amulets is a status.
So true. No, I agree.
I am surprised by how good of a mood I am as well. I do feel though that once we do the first sprint, my energy level will like plummet once we get like 30 minutes of just being
silent.
Exactly.
And silenced.
Were you silent or were you silenced? Yeah, the latter.
No, here's what I genuinely could not have done this like 24 hours of madness without y'all. Like literally there's no one else in the world that I could have done this with except the Troublemakers.
Yeah, I honestly, and granted, we have several more hours to go, a handful, if you will.
5 hours and 40 minutes, if
but
you will.
I feel like, and I did sleep for 3 of them, but I do feel like this has not been as big of a challenge as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And I really think it's all of our days of just doing this anyway that has changed.
Yeah. we were ready for this moment.
We really were. We really were. Stieg feels seen by having Laura, or Stieg feels seen by Laura's ranking, which puts him first. Grape did the math about something. I feel like I'm behind.
Oh, the StreamYard.
I'm 9 minutes behind the comments. So this is good.
Yeah.
Okay, you have 6 hours to go. We do. I listened to my podcast of my favorite / our no sleep story, and it was so shit. Good God.
So shit as in like good, bad, good shit, bad shit?
I don't think so. In terms of time, it can only go up. Cannot have less than 0 minutes. This is true.
True.
0 being a good number because it has potential is giving live, laugh, fun vibes. I'm so offended, Kit, but we're going to move on. I was trying to be positive, but it's fine, whatever. If you're 20 minutes, it can always only go up regardless of whether you're at 0 or 1K, or if you find a temporal wormhole. Somehow it's a the best.
Never doubt the temporal wormhole.
Title of your sex tape?
Oh my god. I've lost it. I've fully lost it.
So Grape is still working on their cover. Gaze goes, the what? I'm doing evil eye emoji.
The erotic fruit.
Grape says acceptable. Marta says, I would also love to hear the entire chapter and that ain't happening. Kit, I'm behind that idea 100%. Lisa says, that would be fun. Okay, but to be fair, I should get work done. But you know I get it. Flora says, I reached my NaNoWriMo goal. Did somebody, Flora, we're giving.
Your Jod approves.
Give Flora your Jod approves. I can't remember.
No, I don't know. You get another one. You get a Jod approves. You get a Jod approves. You get a Jod approves.
Marta, this is me as a person. I think 6 steps ahead and then casually suggest the options that I have already pre-approved in my mind.
Mastermind, cryptic and Machiavellian.
That's real. Handy Mandy is an icon, and her family, Candy, Randy, and Brandy. Oh, so
Love
good.
them. I
If
love
anybody
that.
doesn't know what Kit is talking about, Kit is my simmer friend extraordinaire. And during video, I did 2 Sims live streams that were Halloween themed about a witch who ate children and loved to bowl. And her name was Handy Mandy because she could also fix stuff. Not because of the other thing.
I'm sorry, when you summarize Handy Mandy, it really puts it into focus how fucking absurd it is.
But like that's The Sims. I feel like that is actually so fun for The Sims, truly.
That's like, yeah, that's The Sims 100%.
Yeah. Flora says also, I think I slept 6.5 hours, but it felt like 3. I'm not gonna lie. Just I don't know. Do some jumping jacks or something. And Sophie says, I feel like I connect to Grape on such a deep level. She has to be the most crazy. Oh, that is so interesting. The person who literally takes crazy pills is going to be at my number 1. And that is fair, Miranda. Nina says, Grape maybe.
Hey, if that's true, me and Wallace definitely are tied because I also take crazy person pills.
That's true. That's true. But I'm the one who named them my crazy person pills. So
that's true. That's true.
Gay says, wow, we are really revealing some deep level crap at 4:30 morning. Grape may say out of pocket shit, but that doesn't mean she's crazy. You have the same crazy, just opposite ends of the spectrum. Would you say we're at the same side of 2 separate coins or 2 separate sides of the same coin?
That's an important distinction.
Mm-hmm. Me and Stieg have the same amount of crazy. He's just in therapy. Marta says, oh yeah, I just remember Stieg saying how penises taste like avocado. Want to move him up a bit? Oh my
god. Oh.
Yeah. This
good Wallace's.
It wasn't a French accent. It was a mid-Atlantic accent.
Yeah.
I was unintentionally mimicking a YouTuber that I had been watching a lot of. Nina says, it would have been important for us to know what crazy skill we were using. That's true. I promise we're going to start a sprint soon. I don't know if people are ratting me yet, but I'm trying to get through.
They are, but it's okay.
Stan Vampire also, thank you. Wallace, I love you, but I also... This really makes me feel so seen. I really, truly can't explain it. That I just got emotional. Oh my god.
So cute.
Wait. Oh my god. Wait. I'm sorry if what I said was triggering to you. It took me a very long time to even talk about what I was so anxious about because I was really afraid that I had really logicked it. Like I could not unlogic away my fear because I was like, this is reality. This is what's going to happen. And I just have to accept that fact. And so I was really afraid of talking about what I was afraid of with people because I was worried that once I explained it to them, they'd be like, oh my God, you're right. And then they would also become really terrified. And I was like, I don't want anybody to be living on the scale of terror that I'm living in literally every single day of my life right now. So, but to know that like, oh, I wasn't alone. I'm sorry that you went through this. I know literally how debilitating it is. I cannot encourage you to seek therapy enough because I truly believed I was never going to be normal again. And I like the fear is still there, but the ability to continue living my life has like way increased, and like to still exist in the face of that fear has increased. So if you ever find yourself unable to, I cannot recommend professional help enough because it is like it's the reason I am functional today. Marta says, OMG, Wallace in Vampire Mode is both hilarious, but also I'm so proud of you for working through that because damn. Yeah. It was a lot. Oh, Lynn, do you, I mean, not to like HIPAA violation, but do you have lupus or something?
What a sentence. That's a HIPAA violation.
Yeah.
Is it for an employee? If this is for an employer. I mean, I guess she's our archivist.
Also, can I just say, like, Gaze, you and I are twin flames because we got bangs at the same time. We've had the same mental breakdown. Like, we are.
I've never seen Gaze and Wallace in the same room.
This is true. Lisa says, I see you though because May 2023 me was in a whole psych unit. Yeah. No, I mean, like, yeah. There was a point, and Katie can attest to this, but there was a point when I legitimately thought I needed to go
institutionalized.
Yeah, I Can you say institutionalized? I don't know. Is that like an
Is that not the term?
terminology? I don't know. It just feels so antiquated to me that I don't know.
Oh,
No, but I truly
maybe it isn't.
No, I truly have not seen anybody have any backlash against it. I just don't know. But no, there was a point at which I was like, I think I need to be hospitalized.
Yes, can testify.
When I tell you the emotional burden that Katie Devation Steve took on for me in 2023, it's like truly shocking.
And I would take it on again.
True blue friends, you guys, truly.
I'd take it on again and again.
Lisa says, I think it's Stieg. It's because Stieg has like a normal job and stable life, you know? Yeah. Reality. Yeah. Ryan Violet's like, Stieg, you're just sassy, not crazy.
No, Anne doesn't want to sprint. Doesn't want to sprint at all. That's what that was.
Oh, okay. To be honest, the weeks of trouble were more exhausting. I agree. I think
yes.
this might. I know every year we say we're gonna switch it up, but I think this might become the new tradition because like I can handle this. I think.
Yeah, this was like the week of trouble was just like days after day, like days in a row of streaming is so much harder than just doing a stream for however many hours. Like. Mentally preparing myself for 24 like is somehow easier than preparing myself a week of streaming.
Oh yeah, 100%. Miranda says, nah, y'all are insane because if it's me, I'm starting a 330 minute stream right now. Wait, that math is wrong. No, it was bad. Terrible, bad. I do understand what you're trying to say. Just read the Has anyone heard of the left-right game instead? I promise it's worth it. I don't know what this is in reference to.
I have no idea either.
Marta says, I'm sorry, Wallace. I did not consider the tempura wormhole. You are a I'm going to get a Jot approves because I need someone to be proud of me. Normally, I don't like to dilute a Jot approves. Katie, I'm going to need your second on this. Do you approve a Jot approves?
I approve. It's, you know, Gaze has been here. Gaze has been through the trenches.
This is true.
Your Jod approves.
Amen.
So calming. Yeah, we love The Sims over here. We're going. It's gonna happen. It doesn't feel so absurd to me, but I love The Sims. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what I was doing with Handy Mandy. Scratching the surface of what I'm doing on my off-stream game.
Wait, can I tell them about the scarecrow thing? Because that is truly when it went off the rails.
Oh, that's fair. Go for it.
So Wallace has this, she's doing a generational Let's Play, and each generation has its own collections. And so the second generation that we ever had, I mean, we're very involved in this. The second generation was for the plant people, was a plant person who like get all like the mushrooms and all the flowers and stuff. And so this girly pop was named Botany with a Y, with an I instead of a Y at the end. And we loved her so much. She was a grouchy bitch. Adore her. She was so mean. Amazing. Anyway, so in The Sims, there's an item that's a scarecrow. I think it comes in Cottage Living. And you put it out there, and then if you talk to it enough, it'll eventually come to life and kind of like help you grow your food and your plants and stuff. Also, Patchy, that's what his name is. Oh my god, Patchy. If you talk to him enough, you can romance him. So we were like, okay, we're romancing the scarecrow. So needless to say, Patchy's in seasons. Okay. Patchy, love him. He's so funny. So Botany went and woohooed with Patchy. Yes, she woohooed with Patchy. However, so we're watching because, part of The Sims is voyeurism. And then Wallace like kind of scrolls the camera back, and there's another Patchy who we did not buy. There's only one Patchy. There's another fucking Patchy in the garden.
Watering the plants.
And we screamed.
It was such a jump scare.
It was jump scarecrow.
Like doppelganger vibes. So scary.
We're like, which Patchy is which? And where did he come from? Because he just materialized out of nowhere. And like the Patchy scarecrow is like not like a regular Sims character that just walks around.
Yeah.
Like he is something you put on your lot.
Yeah. It was
why were there
It was so
then we killed both Patchies.
Yeah. You could have burned the demon to the ground when it enters your life. I'm just gonna say that. Laura says, I'm literally on antipsychotic meds, got the crazy pills down. Lisa says, honestly, Wallace, this is a lot like my OCD symptoms. I also believe that it wasn't gonna get much better, and it has in like only 7 months. Not gone, but better. Yes, this is this is the thing that it's like that was really tough for me to live with in the beginning of my recovery journey. And you know, on bad days, it still like bothers me. The idea that like of adjusting to your new normal and knowing that like I will never go back to the mindset that I was before like the actual true spiral began. That's like you have to grieve that. Like there's a real grief there of like grieving for the person you were before it all happened. So but you know, I in a weird way also really love who and where I am now. So there is, you know, there is grief, but then there is also welcoming of a new phase. So Porphyria, avoid sun.
Put that on a t-shirt. Avoid sun, eat dirt.
Gates, you're saying you want to see if we look alike. Look at me and look in the mirror. What?
Okay, here's what I almost said. I was like, of course you guys don't look alike, but that's because I'm thinking of Egg as looking like Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
I literally am picturing Nicki Minaj, like, like there, literally.
Yeah. Just for that comment alone, Ball should move on in case you get a comment. Thank you for clarifying. I spent a whole month in various stages of mental hospital, to be honest. I'm sure there are videos of it on YouTube, but I'm sure there are videos of it on YouTube, actually. I would be so interested in hearing people's oral history about their experience in mental health hospitals and like what it's actually like and the positive, the negative, the like results, you know, because I think there is a stigma there that, you know, you would not lie to someone who spent 6 months in the hospital getting cancer treatment, you know? So, Neon says institutionalized sounds like jail, not intensive mental health treatment. But I don't know a better word for it. Not that I know of. Google's I'm proud of you gays. Thanks, guys. I love you all.
I'm proud of you. We love you gays.
I love how my breathing automatically slows down when I see the dot approved. It is actually really calming.
It really is. Like, well done, Jess, for, you know, having a really calming voice.
Doesn't everyone in the Sims woohoo Patchy? I know, again, like we do that all the time. It was the second Patchy. Amazing. It was crazy. It was so weird.
It was so weird that they just spawned a second Patchy out of nowhere.
It was so weird. Yeah, a lot of people talking about the Sims. Hold on, I'm really trying to catch up, guys, because we are half an hour into this stream. Lisa says, yeah, I can't even face that right now still. That's too nebulous and painful, but also there's post-traumatic growth. I feel that. Yeah, no, I 100% get it. When you're in the thick of it and people are like, it's going to get better, you're literally like, it literally can't. It didn't make sense to me how I would ever recover because I was like, now that this is a fear that I have in my head, now that it is so real, I could not see how I could ever go back because it would always be in my head, you know? And I thought people don't know what they're talking about. They don't understand what I am experiencing, which I think a lot of people didn't. And I think I tried to communicate very clearly what was going on, but it's still like hard to, I think for someone who's not experiencing it to fully understand it until I'm sitting in the car with you and then I get hit in the face with sun and I go.
And then you see it and then you feel it and then you're like, oh.
And, you know, so, okay, yeah. You're bad with faces, but you do think we look like. Oh, that's interesting, which is hilarious. I picture Zendaya when I I think of Paris. Me too.
Me too.
And now I want to see your face, guys.
No.
One of my old roommates was a nurse in a psych ward. Oh, that's so interesting. Lisa said, yeah, I had a really good experience, but a lot of people didn't. And I really learned a lot from the people there, more than I really did. See, yeah, that's really interesting too.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's true. We've seen Lisa's face.
Jod approves really feels like when I was at church and I would feel calm. Okay, good. For a second, I was like, when you're at church, and I got nervous that it was like not a good feeling. Paris had a face reveal during the day of trouble, and I was shook. This is true. She was here on stream earlier during one of the sprints.
Although Paris does post selfies on her Instagram.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
I swear I was talking to someone that didn't know your face the other day. I'm trying.
I don't know what that is.
Because Violet's asking for a sprint.
Oh,
Sorry to derail this with mental health discussion. Yeah, Lisa, you're really the one who derailed it, not me.
such a derailer.
Not me being like, hey guys, you know that thing I've been alluding to for the past 18 months? Here are the explicit details. Boom. Just good morning.
Good morning.
Your mental health issues. Woo. Okay. Violet says someone needs to make my rent stronger than Angie doesn't even go. Yeah, Game is Center is holding his own.
He is.
fighting for it. He's fighting for it. Nina says, my craziest Sims experience was the flower bunny. Still half my furniture fell on table, computer, stove, almost everything was gone and I couldn't stop it. Oh my.
God.
I love the juxtaposition of Sims, mental health, Sims, mental health, face claims. I also thought it literally couldn't because I didn't think it would ever lessen. But again, it has lessened, not gone yet, and that still hurts. I absolutely understand.
Yeah.
I've been to at least 3 Truebull streams. I only had bad experiences with therapists because I had a lot of bad ones. Once my therapist told me I should just be grateful I look pretty, and guys would want me. Wow, that really is one of
Drop their location. I just want to talk.
Yeah.
Drop the location of that therapist.
Wait, this was your grandma? Or was
Maybe
it
just
lady?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very outdated mindset.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look, guys, just go back. Please. Come on, I'm trying, Crystal. Okay. I feel like we could talk about this more because I feel like we have similar experiences, but not if you don't want to. It's interesting. I have moments of mental strength where I'm capable of expressing, and then I have days where I'm like, I literally can't even talk about it. I can still get through the day and get my stuff done. I'm not in that phase where I'm literally under the covers because I can't even look at a bird without thinking about the fact that it's going to die soon because we're all going to die. Again, sorry if this is extremely frightening for some people. But so you just have to catch me on a day where I can talk about it. But can I just say, okay, no, I was going to start a stream. Hold on. We're going to start a stream. Sims and mental health are so
No, you're so true. That is so true. Trouble sweems.
I feel like you just don't want to talk.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I think you meant sprint. You just don't want to sprint. I get that. I know. I get that. No pressure. I know. I'm trying, Miranda. I'm trying. Think about my dog dying at least 2 times a week.
Oh my God. Anticipatory grief is so real.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I literally if sometimes I get mad at Blue for chewing on my stuff, and then 10 minutes later I'll feel such immense guilt, and I just have to go over and hug him and be like, I'm so sorry, buddy.
Absolutely.
I didn't need to spend some of our precious time mad at you.
Yes. No. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. We're going.
Oh.
What?
Marta, you would have said just drop the location of case therapist. I just want to talk. Yeah. And Marta was like, I don't think you would just want to talk. You may be right. XOXO Gossip Girl, I'll never tell.
Lisa says, I don't want to stress you out, Wallace. You're good. I just didn't realize we were having a shared mental health experience. Absolutely. And if I want to be if you ever want to talk to somebody, reach out. But I'm also sometimes it's the blind leading the blind. So my real advice is to reach out to a mental health professional and also medication. And okay, guys, I have it set up. We're sprinting. We are sprinting. Amazingly enough, share screen. A perfect Pomodoro because of course
beautiful.
We're starting off with a goop.
Goopy.
scoop. Fantastically done, everyone.
Amazing.
How are we feeling after a 25-minute like energy reset? Because we started the stream off a little kooky. Also,
I'm so
we
cookie.
gained somebody. Hello.
Hi, Malin.
Hello, Molly. How are you doing?
Good. I've never been so happy that plans got cancelled. So
Yes.
I'm so happy you're here with us. Also, everybody, I just want to hype Mullen for a second. Mullen, would you like to talk about your newest Instagram project and why people should follow it? Because it is so amazing.
I feel a little bit embarrassed about it, but
Mhm.
this year I've decided to reset my personal style, wardrobe. I feel like as a 30-something woman, I don't know what to wear. And so I decided to start an Instagram to sort of, get on my journey and post looks and outfits and just figure out. I'm trying to get influence. I'm not trying to influence. I'm trying to be like, give me all the inspiration by having an Instagram that's solely about looks.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Katie
The
I see I called it
aesthetics.
Mallin's looks. I think that's what
Katie just dropped the link in the chat.
There you go.
Our link queen, truly, always.
Do I have Malin's looks
Amazing.
on notification? Maybe.
I'm
I
not
might-
gonna lie, a lot of it is dog walking outfits because that's most of my weekends.
But
Which
they're
is
always
perfect.
so chic. They like, oh, your barber coat. Oh,
Oh,
That was an investment from like a year ago. That was the birthday gift, and I was like, Jamie has a barber jacket as well that he has from his dad. That his dad had like 20 years ago.
Ugh.
These coats last a lifetime, so I was like, I know it's over 200 quid, but it will last me my whole life.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
that's how I feel about my Doc Martens. I'm like,
Hey.
they were so expensive, but I will wear them. I will die on them.
Doc Martens is one of my clients for like work.
Oh.
I have like a meeting with them literally tomorrow, so I have to go to their offices.
Oh my god.
And every time we do,
Whoa.
my boss is always like, wear your docs. You have to wear the docs.
They're so nice. I love them.
I love that like insight though. You gotta show up to your clients meeting in your client's
Oh,
gear. Like that
The
is-
first time I showed up, I was like, no, I'm wearing 10 quid H&M shoes. Like, I'm not. and then I got Doc Martens. I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
you had your Devil Wears Prada moment. You were like, you saw the look of disapproval and you were like, okay, I will change myself for this career.
no, I waited until they gave me a code to buy cheaper docs, and then I went.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, smart. So smart.
very smart. So, sorry, Mullen, do you have plans for what you'll be working on while you're joining us?
I have like 3 things I need to do. So one, I just want to get a bit of writing done today because I've started writing again in my manuscript. So I'm happy that's back to being flowing. 2, I need to read this book so I can chat about it with Stieg on Tuesday, which is Psychology Workbook for Writers. And then 3, I am finally editing a video to post it. It was meant to be posted 20 days ago. It's about my goals for my channel this year, but I'm pretending January did not happen and is a write-off. So the year is only starting now for me.
Nice.
Chinese New Year. Like,
There you go. There you go.
exactly. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I theoretically, during this trouble event, was supposed to film a video flipping through my 2024 goal planet bullet journal plan.
Planet? Size planet?
Planet for 2024, guys. Hope that's okay. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do that at some point this week because I've been focusing on fantasy SLC instead. And speaking of, I got 125 words that sprint. How did
Nice.
you, Katie?
I watch tennis. As
Okay.
you know.
I also did.
What's happening at the moment?
Okay.
Which is it?
We're in 5th set, and Yannick Sinner, who is who I'm rooting for, is up. Like they're on serve basically at this point. So Yannick Sinner is up 2-1, but it's Medvedev's serve right now, and it's 15 or it's 40-15. So it's about to be 2-2 basically. Knock on wood for the Medvedev fans. And yeah, they're really fighting for it. Everybody's fighting. Yeah. Medvedev, there's been a shift in momentum though, because Medvedev won the first 2 sets pretty handedly. It was 6-3, 6-3. And then Yannick Sinner really was like, actually, you thought, and then won the next 2 sets 6-4, 6-4. So, yeah.
Some players are just better with the endurance side of things and just better in the longer term.
Medvedev has he's almost been on court just playing tennis for 24 hours during the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
Insanity.
That
That's
is-
so much.
But
For
the-
comparison,
yeah.
Yannick Sinner, I think, has played like 16 hours.
That's a significant difference and a significant advantage. So it's anyway, sorry. As the two of you guys are here, one thing that I kind of wanted to dip into during this stream, and this, for people who've been wondering, what is this mystical group chat that I sent an invite link to that is technically me inviting way too many people to the stream for the amount of stream slots that we have, is I am starting, collectively, we are starting a D&D AuthorTube meets D&D channel, YouTube channel, named not TBD, it's been determined, but TB announced, TBA. And I don't know, do you guys want to talk a little bit about Dungeons and Dragons between now and the next sprint?
Sure. Fun. Yay.
I'll just get the concept of the channel, and then I have no like questions or anything like that, just like general discussion vibes. So,
I do have a question, which is, I just want to know how everyone got into D&D the first time around.
Okay, that is a fabulous question. What order do I want to do this? I'm going to answer your question. Then Katie can answer your question, and then you answer your own question, okay? Okay, so the very first time I played Dungeons and Dragons, I was 11 years old. I believe it, just based off the timing, I believe it was Pathfinder. I don't know that for sure, but I believe it was 3.5. Or aren't those two equivalent? I don't even know. I was at astronomy camp. So it was the same summer that I decided I wanted to be an astronomer, that I wanted to go and get my college degree in planetary science.
You decided that at 11?
Yeah. I did.
I just figured out I wasn't a horse girl, and that was it. That's the only thing that happened at 11 years old.
I mean, as someone living in England, figuring that out is actually a really important journey. Although, were you in England when you were?
No, I lived in Belgium at the time.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, so one of the camp counselors, in the afternoons, there was like free time, but you couldn't use it to just like chill out. You had to pick like an elective to do. And one of the counselors hosted D&D. So that was the very first time I ever played Dungeons and Dragons. Loved it. Thought it was the most entertaining thing ever. And then didn't play again until college because I kept being like, I want to play. But nobody at my high school played that I know of. And then in college, I struggled to find a group to play with. And then when I was like my senior year of college, a good friend of mine actually got diagnosed with a form, like a blood disease that meant he had to be on chemotherapy and had to drop out for the school year and could not really leave his house. He had to be isolated. And he decided to kind of keep himself sane, that he was going to put together a D&D campaign. And I had always been talking about how I wanted to play, so he invited me to come play. And thus the love has been born. I've been playing and involved in the D&D community consistently since that year, which I believe was 2016, maybe 2015. I can't remember. So yeah, that's my D&D story.
I wonder if that camp counselor knows that he's instilled this love of D&D into future years.
Yeah, it's such an interesting thought because at the time I was like, this is a full-grown adult, but he was probably like 18 years old, you know? Like, and I remember he had like Jolly Rancher blue raspberry hair. That's like his
that makes so much sense.
Defining feature, Jolly Rancher blue raspberry hair. And I just thought he was
astronomy camp counselor hosting a D&D session, that with blue hair, it clicks into place. Like that was already kind of my mental image, I won't lie.
Yeah. All right, Katie.
Okay, so I first got introduced to D&D in college, but I didn't play. Mm-hmm. So my roommates played D&D, two of my roommates, and then one of our other friends, they all went to high school together, and so they played D&D on the regular. And we were all in an honors college, so we all like lived together. Mm-hmm. And there were a bunch of other kids. Basically, my friend was like, I want to start a D&D campaign. And so they did. with this guy that she had a crush on at the time. So I think that's probably why she like fully like dove into it, but they ended up just being friends. Anyway, so I would go and I would just kind of sit and watch them play. I didn't actually play myself, but I'd sit and watch, and I'd like write a little bit, and I would do homework and that sort of thing. So that's when I first got introduced to actually like watching people play D&D and like been immersed in it, even though I wasn't a player. And then the first time I played D&D was with the wonderful Walissimo at Written in the Mitten last year, where I actually finally first played my first mini campaign. I don't know.
One shot, but you guys did great. Yeah.
It was so much fun. We had a great time. It was lovely. It was everything I wanted it to be. And I was like, yes, I would love everything. I love everything Wallace does. So sign me up for everything, truly.
I love that.
Yeah. How about you, Molly?
I got introduced to it quite late in life, I think, because I knew about it from TV shows, and that's about it. Like, I think probably the most I was hearing of it was when Stranger Things started its first season, and there was like, oh, more, and then learning that more and more celebrities were playing it, like heard about, Henry Cavill being a big D&D fan, and Joe, I never know how to pronounce it.
Elio or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. You know, the werewolf in True
From
Blood.
True Blood, yes.
Yes.
Alcide, that's all right.
Him. And I remember, like, Jamie knew about it, so my husband and his friends were more into D&D-esque stuff. And I think at some point Jamie was watching, I don't know if it's which campaign it was. It was like the high school campaign of College Humor, like a...
Yes, the Adventure High with...
Yes, that one. And he was watching that on TV, and often we would like... I'd be on my laptop writing stuff while he would watch something on TV or like play a video game. And so I was like half watching, and I was like, this looks really fun. Like, this looks really fun. And I think that's the first time I got more interested in it. And then his friend, one of his best friends, Ed, was like, I want to be a DM and like start a campaign. Who wants to play? And so I got enrolled into that. And it was like a little bit before the pandemic, so we got quite a few sessions live before we moved to online.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. My first character I created was inspired by Cordelia from Buffy.
Amazing.
Who's a half-orc barbarian who was like princessy. And every time like broke a nail or something, it was like, I'm gonna rage.
Oh, I love that.
So fun. Oh my god. Obsessed with that.
And yeah, there were so many epic moments that was just like, I feel like I'm living a movie. Like I'm living So that was the first time. And then we continued playing for a group for a little while. So yeah, it's the same people I've been playing with for a long time now.
Oh, that's nice. So wait, how long? Like, okay.
It was like a bit before the pandemic, so like 2019 probably, so really recent.
And are you guys still in the same campaign? Have you switched up?
No, so we finished the first campaign we did was like I can't remember the name of it. It was like a dragon one, and then we did some mini campaigns in between, and then we did Strad for like 2 years because we're all working adults, so meeting up has been like once a month max.
Yeah. So you guys are like doing published campaigns. You're not doing homebrew? Okay.
So we were doing published campaigns, and Strad was the longest one we did. It was with the group was slightly different. We finished it, yeah. I have like a notebook of, I don't know where it is, but it's filled, and we started like 2 years ago. It's mental, like just to think about.
That's my hope. That's my hope for us, for what we end up creating. So again, I do plan on making like a whole announcement video on my channel, and then it will also be on the new channel. But just for everybody watching now, the idea is that it's a whole bunch of author tours. I've just, for the past couple months, like so many author tubers have been saying that they want to play D&D, they want to get involved. And I was like, okay, I know what it is to DM a huge table, and I can't do it. Like, I'm like 4 to 5 players max, but I also don't want to be like, okay, well, these are the 5 people who are going to play D&D. So I was like, I need a campaign that's a bit of a meat grinder. So that way, the idea is that once someone dies, another author tuber can bring their character and take their spot at the table for as long as they can survive. So
which is also like, don't create characters you're gonna grow super attached to.
Well, as do to up the emotionality of the storytelling.
True.
You know,
The
there's just that.
stakes, the emotional stakes.
And who knows? It's very possible. I mean, not very possible. It's possible that you guys might make it through the whole thing unscathed. We'll see. But the if you are familiar with the breadth of like published campaigns, the one that we are doing is Tomb of Annihilation, which the kind of hook of the campaign is that resurrection magic in the world has stopped. Because that's a big part of D&D, is that if your character dies, if you have a cleric or you have enough money, you can pay to have, like the party can pay to have your character resurrected, to bring them back. But to prevent that from happening and to kind of rotate in people to get them all at the table at some point over the epic multi-year campaign that I'm hoping this will be, I wanted this campaign where literally you cannot be resurrected. That is written into the kind of fabric of why the campaign is even happening. So I'm super excited for that. And we're hoping to get up and running fairly soon. And I want to know, like, Katie, I know you've made your character model, and I know you've made your character.
I haven't really done much for my character, so I'll still because I'm planning on being a guest character, so I could just die after that one episode I show up, and that's fine. Or I could, disappear and come back at another episode, but I don't have the schedule to like do it regularly anymore. Which is the same with my real life group. I sort of stopped playing regular campaigns with them now since we finished Strad, but I said I would come back in like every now and then, so if they need like a evolved NPC character.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, that's the way that we have it. Oh yeah, by the way, if there's anybody here who's watching who would have interest in either being a guest or eventually having a seat at the main table where you're committing, right now we're aiming for a twice a month commitment. If you'd be interested in being added to that list of people that we rotate through the meat grinder, DM me on Instagram and I will add you to my list. And it's kind of I haven't decided if it's a first come first serve thing yet, but let's just assume for right now that it is. And so the sooner you DM me, potentially the sooner you'll get to play, because as people start getting
which is why as a guest character I'm happy to like show up at any point that's useful. So it doesn't have to be like, if you're like third episode, I'm going to need a guest character in this part of the world or something.
Yeah.
Which is why I haven't really detailed anything about my character, because I don't really know what would be needed yet, if that makes sense.
It's actually so interesting because you literally picked a race, like a player race that is so appropriate for the setting of this country, this continent.
You said jungle. I was like, jungle.
But literally there is like, I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but like I can't just tell you, it's a very appropriate character choice is all I'm gonna say. Okay. You really could show up anywhere. Like it would make sense for you to show up anywhere. So I will keep you in my back pocket as like my emergency like person. But I know, but the thing is that like because when you DM me, I don't know if people are already DMing me, but like I'm just assuming everybody wants to play. When you DM me, let me know, first of all, like your general availability. Like, could you commit to twice a month? Are you, or like if you want to be like Malin, where you want to play, like I'm assuming Malin, from what we've talked about, you've like you're interested in playing a lot, but you just can't commit to twice a month, right?
Yeah.
So let me know if that's how you are, or if you're like, I really can't play that much, I'm super busy, but I would love to be considered as like a one-time guest, like once, like in the next year or two. I would love to just be on it at some point. Let me know, because those are all three very separate categories in terms of my planning. So, but yeah, one of the things I wanted to ask is, I know Malin, you were saying you kind of are holding off, but because you have been a player in the past, I wanted to ask you guys about your process during character creation. Like, what is your process? Do you enjoy character creation? Character creation is my favorite part of D&D, actually.
I do love it, because I feel like as writers, that's probably the part we probably all enjoy quite a lot, is being like, you're writing the character and then you get to play it instead of writing what they do. I feel like that's a big part of D&D. For me, it's evolved quite a bit. When I first started playing, I was like loads of backstory, trying to figure out like really writing it like I would write a character in a novel. And then as I started to play more and more with the same group, I realized sometimes, like there was one time that was hilarious because the DM was like, oh yeah, and then you see this ghost of this person. I was like, who the fuck is that? And he was like, that's your dead best friend. I was like, oh my god, because you created ages ago.
Yes.
About it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So I feel like now I'm a little bit more, let's wait and see to add details as you play. I feel compared to before.
I think that is completely legitimate. Katie, how about you?
I mean, I love character creation. It's my favorite thing. If I could just character create mood board forever, I would. That's like my favorite thing. Yeah, I think I'm kind of approaching it similar to Malin. Like, I don't want to put too much backstory into it for, I like the fluidity, it's the pantser in me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I want to know enough about the character that I feel like I can keep the continuity of the character, of my reactions, and thinking about that. But as far as like backstory, I am not as attached to backstory, and like, I feel like I would have like personality traits I can like that uses cornerstones and touchstones. And then as the campaign evolves, the reasons why my character is like that can become apparent, and like we can figure out why my character is the way that she is, that's kind of what I would like to use and evolve into. So
I agree with the cornerstones thing where you're like, you just have maybe like even a gimmick or like, oh, my character has an accent and behaves this way or loves this specific thing. That's easier to then like stay in character when you play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to try to focus on.
I want to continue this conversation, but I think the Australian Open might be about to end. So I'm going to hop us into a sprint. So that way.
I was about to say.
And we'll be back. I'll acknowledge the comments and everything once we return. Happy sprinting, everybody. And also, go Yannick Center. Woo! All right. How did y'all do? Katie is still watching the Australian Open has ended, but the speeches are happening, so Katie is watching it.
It's
So
all research. It's all research for her.
100%. It's a tax write-off.
I did good. I had about 230 words, and I read a little bit of the psychology workbook.
Oh, nice. Any illuminating?
I like the way he writes. It's just I literally like read 5 pages, so I can't really judge yet. But I already like that it's very much take what works for you, throw away the rest type of vibes, which is different from a lot of other craft books that are very often written in a way that's like, you need to use this. You cannot use any other way. This is nice and refreshing that it's very much like, if this works for you, great. If not, there are other methods.
Yeah, absolutely. I got just about 30 or so words. I'm definitely slowing down, but I did spend a good chunk of that stream sprint just watching the final because it was right at the very end of it. So I'm going to see if people are reporting in with how they're doing. Crystal got 216 words. Oh, I also spent that sprint going through my DMs and creating the list for.
I will also probably pop out before the next sprint because I'll need to make lunch. So if anyone else is trying to get in,
Yeah, let us know. Or just hop in. Grape says, I'm making Steeg's mood board. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, I think maybe, I don't know. We'll see what time Steeg wakes up, but at some point we're going to get all 4 of us back on this stream. And then, wait, oh, Jesus, I need to issue a challenge.
wait, so like, what were the other 2 challenges? Because I literally was sleeping the whole time, and then
yeah. So Devesha, and the idea is that these are the troublemakers challenging specifically the troublemakers, and that everybody in the chat is welcome to join in. But it's like
I was there for only the first one, the covers one.
Okay, yeah. So that was Steeg's, and then Grapes was to write an erotic scene involving a fruit. And then Katie's was, she gave us an assignments of who we're supposed to make mood boards for. So I made Katie a mood board about their writer persona. So I made Katie a mood board. She's making me one. Steeg's making one for Grape, and Grape's making one for Steeg.
That's cool. That's fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I got to do something along that vein. So I have to keep that in mind, and I'm open to suggestions because if there's one thing I love to do, it's outsource.
Did you not have a think earlier about what could I ask them to do?
No, we have been doing this for like 22 hours now, Mal, and that would have been intelligent. That would have been the thing to have done. And yet, Lisa set up something and then did 7 minutes of reading. Go, Lisa, give us nothing. I love the vaguity of this. Is vaguity a word? Vagueness of this.
Vagueness.
But also vaguity is such a fun thing to say. Anyway.
Vaguity.
Yeah. Keiko is making lunch and fighting with the broccoli in the pan. Luna writes is 616 with a lot of fill this in later notes. That's fair. Oh, I also made myself another coffee because I can feel myself fading at this point. Author Anne Sophie, I finished ahead my tax law homework. Woo! Now I have to finish public law, easy peasy, literally my fave subject, and then accountant tax law, which will be hard again. But first I walk Brock. Michael says, I put up the drapes, had the breakfast, and prepped the coffee maker. Great Fry, he's got a lady friend over.
Steeg.
Oh, Steeg. With the waffles. Waffles and coffee.
Okay. I don't know.
I think you were asleep for that.
Okay. Wait, so is he not coming to the end of the stream then? Is that what Devesha said?
No idea.
Okay.
Literally no idea.
Okay. Kit says your challenge should be D&D themed as you've discussed it so much, Wallace. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. What do we think about this challenge? Oh, this is going to be impossible to do for Grape. For Devesha, it's going to be impossible. But I was going to say, but you know what? Instead of, wow, I love how I don't have conversations out loud. everything's happening. Okay. How about initially I was going to say that like kind of how yours is, Katie, where it's like one person doing it for another person. I think because some of us are a little more secretive about our stuff than others, my challenge is for everybody to turn 3 of their characters from across any of their projects into like give them a class and a background, and
A D&D race as well?
well, but like, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's writing humans. So
Yeah, but if you were to translate them into the D&D world, you might be like, okay, this is a human in real life, but in D&D that would be an orc or like.
I think I want pick a class, a background, and a feat that 3 of your characters have. So you can just Google the feat list for D&D, and it's feat EAT FEEAT FEAT, not FEET. So that is my challenge.
Class. Wait, sorry.
Background.
Sorry. Is background like lawful, neutral, whatever?
No. Oh, but you can, you know what? Also that. Assign them their, yes, thank you, Kate.
Alignment.
Assign their alignment. So yes, 4 things for 3 separate characters. You got to do their class, their background, their alignment, and a feat that they have.
What does background mean?
So background
What are you looking for there?
options where it's like an acolyte, an urchin, like it's basically
okay.
the character further.
Okay. I was okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand.
We lost an Anne Sophie. Thanks for spending so much time with us today. Truly, you really.
And are we doing it for our own characters?
Yeah, for your own characters.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm also not entirely clear who's got to leave for Nova, but I think it's Steve. Okay.
Yes.
Now, Moon says that they are almost 2,000 words into 5,000 and some idea of what I'll write next. Making progress. I love this. Great Fry says, oh, writer persona? I thought this was blanket personality. Back to the drawing board. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I think they're intertwined.
There is an element. Yeah. Katie's has a lot of writer, but then there are a couple things where I'm like, tee, and it's just like inside jokes and stuff.
Here's the thing. Well, writer me and like personality me are the same one person. So
we're all multifaceted, is how I'll phrase it. Luna writes, oh, actually, there's something missing from your writer persona that is actually shocking. Anyway, it's fine. My mood board is made and I'm sticking to it. Luna says, have to go, but thank you for the spins. Bye. Very interested to see how these challenges turn out. Yeah, I think we're going to do the challenge reveals after the final sprint. So probably like the last 30 minutes of the stream. So if you're doing a rewatch, which at this point, if you're doing a rewatch and you're like 20 hours into it, why are you here?
Or if because we post about it in the Discord, we can probably post a timestamp in the Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah. Timestamp at the Discord to see the results of the challenge. We'll do that.
I might make like a little like a thread in the January portion too, so other people can post what they made too.
I love that.
So it's sort of clear what's going on, because I'm sure people will be confused if they haven't been following the 20.
Which, how dare they not follow closely?
I haven't rewatched the ones I've missed, to be fair.
No. Honestly, you don't have to.
Lisa says, oh, I know what I did. I hinted for what page I was on in the book and updated Goodreads. Kit says, just a random idea. Make a D&D character sheet for your main character or a side character. Lisa says, I couldn't remember what I'd done, Wallace. That's how tired you are. Maybe what you need to remember to do is to remember to go to bed.
I thought Lisa was just being mysterious and being like very vague on purpose.
Oh, I got it. That is funny. Froggy also had broccoli for lunch.
Nice.
Nina listened to Hamilton and watched some D&D content. I blame you all for awakening my D&D obsession. It was mellowing out, but I'm not mad at you. Okay. Oh, you mean he has a guest, not like a romantic partner that is a woman. Hang on.
Lady friend is very...
It is. It's like implies things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having little chocolate-filled wafer cookies for breakfast. I should not have these for breakfast. Send help. I love chocolate wafer. I actually love the strawberry ones because they remind me of my grandmother.
Cute. I almost said something. Can't say that. Never mind.
Thank you for censoring whatever it was. Grape says, who is secretive? There's nothing to be secretive about if you're not writing, beloved. Oh my gosh, being called beloved does something to me, I have to say. Even if it's said insincerely like that. Like, oh, that's just how you get straight to my heart. Crystal says, I did that for my main cast. It is so much fun. Nina says, I will also do this challenge because how can I not? Please do and post it in the cafe. Lisa says, oh, Katie, are you doing an end of January stream?
I am indeed. Oh, if I'm not sick, I'll be getting drunk. Because last year I was sick, so I didn't get drunk. This year, because I'm not sick, I'll probably be getting drunk during it. So.
Oh my god, it was the end of January stream that was the secret revealed stream that so theoretically this stream will be the only available end of January stream in which you get drunk because you privated that old stream, right?
I did. Yeah, because it's yeah, I should not have done what I did. It changed my life, but I should not have done what I did.
What did you do? Do I even know? I don't know if I know. I don't know if I was there.
I read the first like couple thousand words of Cruel Summer.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell this story because Katie's not doing it justice.
Okay, go ahead. I'm too tired to tell the story. You tell it.
It's end of January, Mo. Katie is streaming on her channel to celebrate, and she starts drinking and gets in a silly little goofy mood and starts talking about her secret project. And people like want to hear about it. And she's like, no, it's just for me. I have this secret fan fiction. And like what we're trying to do is guess what the like world is, right? Because Katie has written in multiple fandoms. And so all the comments are like, Star Wars, Percy Jackson, Stranger Things, everybody's trying to figure stuff out. And then we just go. And then eventually Katie, Miranda found it first before you read it out loud, right?
Yeah. So I said, I made the mistake of saying it was the soulmate trope and how many comments it had. Yeah. And Miranda messages me with the link to it and says, is this it? And
because obviously Miranda is secretly part of the FBI. So
yeah. She's nosy as fuck. She figured out the AO3 functionality.
Yeah, because on AO3, with all of the filters, you can literally go on AO3 and like be like, okay, show me soulmate trope within this fandom, and then just filter by amount of comments, right? So Miranda was
it wasn't even by fandom.
She just found it without knowing the fandom?
It was by amount of comments and how long it was and the soulmate trope.
Well, and it was also the fact, Katie, that you would literally put in your author bio on fanfiction. You're like, did I make this account to keep it a secret from my IRL friends?
I did, yeah. Yep.
Which is like so your voice too. So anyway, so then we're all like so excited because Miranda has broken the code. And then Katie is so drunk at this point that she just is like, I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it aloud.
I think someone asked me to read it. Or someone was like, drop the link and whatever. And I was like, no. And someone was like, well, can you read some of it? And so I did.
And then that's how I found it. Because I literally just Googled her first sentence. And then the result just showed up on Google.
And then Miranda got into tennis.
Yeah. And then,
there you go. So it changed our life too.
There were multiple people watching that stream that got super into the story and started following it on AO3. And just so much stuff happened. And I don't want to like spoil Katie's, journey video, but truly Mullen, the like domino effect of Katie getting drunk and reading chapters of an AO3 fanfic is that she got agented. Like that is literally, because if that hadn't happened, it's likely she would have, because she'd done this before. She had done this like mad dash, write an entire novella in a month kind of thing, put it on AO3, set it, forget it, never look at it again kind of thing. Like she'd done that the year before in a totally different fandom. And and it's like, yeah, if she hadn't had people like being like, wait, no, but this is really good. Like,
so this is literally the reason behind you getting an agent.
Yes.
Yep. Literally.
Yes.
Insanity. Absolute insanity.
Katie's version.
Truly. Like it is surreal. Actually fucking surreal to think about.
And Lisa's clapping back at me when I told her to go to sleep. And she said, maybe what you need to remember is to not schedule streams at 6 a.m. Wallace. And I'll have, Lisa, that this stream started at 4 a.m. for me. So joke's on you. Yes, of course it was mysteriousness and not sleep deprivation.
It was all on purpose.
Nina, if you would like to be added to the list of rotators for the D&D channel, DM me. Lisa says, don't get me wrong. If Steve wants a girlfriend, I'm supportive. I was just confused. Flora says, gotta dash soon, which you're allowed to. You've been with us for so long. I have to get ready for a protest saying F you to fascists that are trying to demolish our democracy. I need lunch before that. Bye, friends. Thank you for lovely
luck,
messages today. Lisa says, I meant like, oh, Katie, are you not? Oh, Katie Wistful. LMAO, the way you read that caught me off guard. Oh, oh, like, oh, Katie. Sorry. I just always add an interpretive voice.
And I don't know. I mean, I personally never put any punctuation in my comments. If I'm writing a comment on a YouTube live stream, there's no way to know the tone of what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's why I'm a huge proponent of emojis, because they help. They help with tone representation. Violet was there. Lynn saw the beginning of it, but then you privated it and she had gone to bed before the chaos. Great Fire remembers it all too well.
Yep.
Also, because you wrote in the author notes was something you said like a million times. Like I said, it was a very voicey, very Katie's voice. Michael was there. I did not remember Michael being there. That is funny. Katie or Crystal says, Katie, you've come so far between January and Rose. I'm so happy for you. This is like a reminder of the importance of being supported by your community. Yes.
So true. So true.
Started off as a drunk chaos night, ended up with life goals. LOL, you said all the things. Yes, everything I do is always on purpose. I never make mistakes.
Perfect.
After Katie publishes, she needs to then publish the original fanfiction version, Cruel Summer, Katie's version from the
Absolutely not. Nope.
It's gone and lost forever. I'm sorry, my darling Clementine, but
just make people pay loads of money for it, Katie.
No. Absolutely not. Yeah, no, it's been scrubbed from the internet.
No, it has not. You want to know why it has not? Because this woman, against my direct advice, sent the full PDF to the people in her chats on AO3, the comments who loved it the most. She was like, she knew she was taking it down and she didn't want to take it away from them because she knew how much she loved it, which, like, I get the sentiment. I understand the sentiment there. But if your intention is to scrub it from the internet, don't discriminate multiple.
You can't scrub things from the internet fully anyway. Like,
yeah,
I know.
You can just use the cache and like go back to a certain date of a certain website. So it could easily go back in time to find when that was on your website.
Yeah, I mean, I have taken it off of AO3. So if you didn't have it before, if I didn't send it to some like you, and the people who I sent it to don't know, like, you know, they're not people that we know. Basically, they're not people in our community. They're people within the tennis fandom who are very involved. So, yeah, but
great.
That will never see the light of day again.
It will be worth this. So keep it until it gains more and more value over time, and then sell it.
Don't sell it until I die. I don't need people reading that original version. See, the original version, here's the thing. This version that I got an agent with and then I'll be going out on submission with is like leaps, bounds, head and shoulders, feet and all above the original. Like the original had seedlings that were really good, that I really enjoyed. But like it wasn't a book. It was real messy. There were multiple plot lines that should not have been there to begin with. One of the characters was having an affair with the Australian Prime Minister's wife. Like, why was that in there? Not kidding. I wish I was kidding. And that led to fake dating, which should not have been happening because the fake dating wasn't even between the main couple. So, like, what the fuck was like nothing was good up. Mental illness is what happened with that. So the new version is so much better.
When people write fan fiction stuff, you don't think ahead. This is where this will finish. You sort of like, it's more like a soap opera. You're like, what happens next episode?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to the Australian Prime Minister and his wife.
Is it the current Australian Prime Minister?
Yeah, I think so.
Lynn says, this makes me nervous for my fanfic Feb goal to publish a chapter of my first fanfic on one of the fanfic websites. I love that as a goal.
Don't be nervous, honestly. Why are you nervous, Lynn? What's the nerves come from? How can I help with that? I know, because obviously a big fan of fanfic, and I think fanfic is so good for writing and writers. Like, I really think writing fanfic really helps you grow your craft, and
Mm.
then it's out there. Yeah.
Yeah, but the point of fanfic was always the other way around. It's always been like, do whatever the fuck you want because no one will judge and you will find an
Yeah.
audience. There is someone out there that wants to read exactly that story, and that's fanfiction. And like, while published work is like, no, this has to be polished, and you have to think about making sure, you know, who's going to enjoy this, blah, blah. Fanfiction is like, you write it for you first and foremost.
Yeah. It's the free part of it, because I've been seeing discourse lately. I guess some girlies, I don't know who, but were binding fan fictions and then selling them online, which is illegal, first of all, because the fan fiction authors don't own that content.
Yes.
You can bind fan fiction, of course, but you can't sell it for a profit, because that money would belong to the
It's
actual
like
original writer.
so many people doing this with Draco and Hermione
Yeah.
fanfiction online. I see that all the time at the moment.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And the bookbinding isn't the problem, it's the selling it. And that's what people talk about with the fact that fan fiction is this free thing that, like, you know, it's given freely to other people to enjoy, to an audience. Whereas published work, you know, people are spending their money on it and they have a right to, you know, talk about why it's good or bad and ugly or whatever, and why, you know, people should or should not buy it, basically. Whereas with fan fiction, I mean, there's no reason to be rude. There's no reason to leave mean comments. Like, I've not gotten a single mean comment, and I've published a lot of weird fan fiction in like 15 years. Like, so yeah, it's out there, but it'll be good. I really think it'll be good. So, Lynn, that's just for me.
I agree. Are you going to participate, Wallace, in Fanfic Feb?
Oh gosh, I want to. The thing is, though, it's like it's so complicated.
Are you going to do a fanfiction of the Troublemakers?
Well, here's the thing, though. Tonight, I'm really feeling fantasy SLC, like, to the point of, like, I'm really, if I end up getting a full draft of a manuscript of this story, I'm gonna owe it all to Devasia and her advice, unintended advice, to just start with the the smut.
Yeah.
Because just do a Handy Mandy fanfic. Great idea.
That would be original fiction. That'd be OG fiction. You're the creator of Handy Mandy.
I am the creator of Handy Mandy.
Someone else could do Handy Mandy fanfic.
And yes, and you know what? Creative Handy Mandy is at the top of my resume. Like, really, the thing I'm most proud of.
She's going in your author bio, and you have one.
Yes.
Creator of Handy Mandy.
Yeah, February is so quickly approaching, and I have this sense that, like, okay, my brain is going a million miles a minute. I might talk about this a little bit in my theoretical video that I might never get up, flipping through my 2024 goal planner. But I have a goal this year of replicating the workflow of, I believe, Stephen King, where not like doing Kate Kavanaugh's, like, how he writes in a day, but I believe it is Stephen King who his, like, process. Watch me get sued for libel. I have no idea. This is true. I heard once that he writes for 6 months out of the year and then takes 6 months off.
Yep, he does.
And I was like,
but he also writes a certain amount of pages per day.
I'm not going to hold myself to that. Like, the thing I want to see is, can I... Sorry, Lisa.
Sorry.
I'm not going to bring that comment up.
My worst nightmare, Lisa. My worst nightmare.
Katie, you and I need to talk about D&D campaign. Do you want me to, like, reskin any monster combat and make it like a moth or something? Because unfortunately there are a lot of spiders in the jungle. Let me know. Just think.
Okay, I'll think about it. I was thinking about this the other day. We can talk about it later.
But yeah, so I really kind of. I only decided I wanted to try this, like, in mid-January. I really want to see if I can be, like, consistent for 6 months in terms of treating writing as if it is, like, my career. Does that make sense? But so I decided I wanted to start in February. So I really need to decide what I want to start with. But, you know, we're 3 days to February, and I haven't decided.
Are we 3 days? Oh my god, we are 3 days.
Yeah. So, Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, if people are participating, can people share what fandom they would write in? Jesus, I was so scared. Oh my god, Mullen! Oh, it's a dog. Okay,
Edgar! I thought you were about to get murdered.
that was really terrifying. Hi, baby. Oh,
baby
what a
dog.
fluffer. What a little boo boo. Oh my gosh, such a
Yay.
butt
Thank you,
wiggle.
Jan.
Push the door open. Sorry.
That's okay. That was so funny.
Oh my god. He's so cute. He was like, Mom, what are you doing?
Yeah, I thought this was interesting. Like you're paying for the binding,
Hmm.
it's not sold separately. It's like a freebie.
I think you can do that.
It's-
But people were like selling it for a lot.
yeah. Also, if Steve gets back, please answer the question I asked about the what fandom do you think you're going to be writing in?
Oh, Stieg or?
Oh, sorry, no. Anybody.
I think I've already said before when we were talking about it, but I have a old French Marauders fanfiction with my
Yes.
own main characters, like OC/Sirius Black, obviously.
Of course.
Yes.
Of
Oh my
course.
god. Yes.
Duh.
Which is like a slow burn enemies to lovers. Like they hate each other at the start, but she befriends his dog form. Like at some point she goes like something happened, she goes crying near the forest and the dog is there and she befriends the dog without knowing it's Sirius Black and she hates Sirius Black.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's so freaking cute.
So I never finished that story and I had so many loose plot lines that were going in so many directions and I was like, okay, you know what, I could finish that in February. That would be really funny.
Oh my gosh, you should. Honestly, you should.
Like 10 years later.
But still, and then like if you actually uploaded it the way that everybody would be so excited, like all of your readers.
I imagine a lot of people don't even have the same email address anymore though, you know, like it's probably
That's true.
yeah, but it would be really funny if someone reacted to it and was like, what the fuck?
Katie, how about you? What fandom are you? First of all, are you participating? But now that you're agented, maybe you're gonna be a bit busy. Gonna be a bit busy.
Gonna be a bit busy. I was going to participate, but I don't think I am anymore.
Okay.
So I'll probably be participating in the streams and stuff, obviously.
Is the
and,
reason
like,
you're not participating because of prepping to go on submission, or is it because you just like don't have the energy to start on something totally new? What's the vibe?
It's because I want to kind of prepare for the next project that I want to write, like seriously, you know, when I do go on submission, which I think I'll probably go on in March. So I kind of want to spend February, you know, working on some outlines, some plans for the, I talk about this in my newsletter, which hasn't come out yet, but it'll sound very familiar. You know, for the next 3 like potential books in the Cruel Summer universe, you know, another contemporary idea, and then obviously working on my fantasy stuff as well. So I think that's what I'm going to try to use February for. But who knows? You know, I could have that lightning in a bottle get smacked in the head. Nothing happened during this Australian Open final, unlike last time I watched the final at 3 a.m. So nothing fell into my head. You know what? So glad that that's part of why I felt like I had to announce it on Wednesday, because we would have not kept it a secret through this. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
There's a time when it would just have popped out.
Yeah, would not have kept it a secret.
I love that.
Lynn is saying mine is in the Marvel universe. I need to perfect my mood board before I can even consider sharing which part of the Marvel universe.
Oh my god, Lynn, yes. I also wrote Marvel Universe fanfic before. So.
Is it to do with Loki?
Molly's just out here fishing for reading Rex. She's like, drop the link. All right. I think we're going to start an experiment, which means we might be saying farewell to Mullen. Mullen, thanks so much for dropping in. It's been so lovely
having me
and talking D&D with us. And we'll be seeing you around.
Thank you guys for having me. I will make lunch and then I'll jump back in the comments.
Oh, well, also feel free to jump back on camera if you're feeling up to it, but if not, no worries.
I'll see how I feel.
That's fair. Because we are, how many hours are we into this whole thing? Like,
How many hours have you been streaming here? 2 hours?
2 hours?
2.5.
And we started, so we're 18-ish to 18 and a half hours into this. The next sprint is going to be a yoga sprint. I'm going to put up a 30-minute yoga video. And I highly encourage everybody get some stretching in. Whether or not it's the stretches that are happening on the screen or not, but really take care of yourselves, because especially you, Katie, because you and we've been sitting down for way too much the past day.
I did stand a bunch during the end of Devasha's stream.
No, I get you. I'm just saying this is about stretching, not just sitting, not just getting off of our chair, off of our couch. This is about stretching our body, stretching our limbs. So
I am going back upstairs, so I'm going to switch location. So I'll be walking.
okay.
And you have a standing desk, no?
I do. Thank God. She's been lovely.
We're going to do a 30-minute yoga with Adrienne, and I'm going to put the captions on so people can see what she's saying, but I won't have the sound on, so it won't bother people as they're sprinting. All right, presenting. Share screen. Oh, I might be a little tipsy. I did make that last drink a little strong, so we're fine.
Oh, I love this one.
30-minute yoga for beginners. Happy sprinting, people. There's a puppy on the screen. I want the puppy so bad. I love puppies. I'm not muted.
You're not muted, babe.
Katie, I think our video got taken down.
What?
Look at the chat.
Oh my god, wait, hold on, wait, like. Do we have to make a new one?
Yeah. I'll just start a new one. That's fine. Slay.
That's
Well,
so
for me.
funny.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream.
Okay.